For more videos, press the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notification to receive the updates directly in your device. Hello friends, I Vikas Nehra welcome you all to our live Linux training for members. This is session number 45, and in this session we will talk about the configuration of local yum or DNF repository in Linux. In this tutorial I will show you how can you configure the local yum or DNF repository with the help of the ISO image in your machine. So without wasting time, let's get started. Let me show you the output of lsblk. Here it should show you the SR0. SR0 is for the ISO image or the CD or DVD. Here you can see that the ISO image is already mounted on run media directory. If it is not available here, in that case you can go to the settings of your machine in the VMware, and there you can tick the checkbox after going on the CD/DVD option. Here make sure that this connected option is checked. After that, verify the same by running the lsblk command. Here it should show you SR0. Now in the next step we will create a separate directory in our machine which we will use to configure the local yum or the DNF repository. So here let me execute the mkdir command, mkdir, and I will create the directory with the name as local repo on root. After that we will mount the ISO image on this. So we will execute mount /dev sr0, and after that we will mention the directory name. So it would be mounted as read only. Now we will verify the same by running the df-h command. Here it should show you the output like this. If you want to make it permanent, in that case you can make an entry in the /etc/fstab file. So go in the insert mode of vi editor, and there you can mention /dev/sr0. After that you can mention the mount point name, that is /local repo. After that you can mention here ISO 9660 because it is the ISO image, so the type should be ISO 9660, and after that you can mention defaults 00 here. After that save this file. Now we have permanently mounted the ISO image on /local repo directory. Now we will go to the /etc/yum.repos.d directory, and there we will execute the ls-l command. Here you will not find any files except this redhat.repo. Here to configure the local repository we will create a new file. So here I am going to execute the vim command, and after that I will mention the name of the file as local.repo. You can mention any name here, but make sure that the extension should be .repo only. After that go in the insert mode, and you have to mention the details exactly like this. First of all we will write the name in the square brackets. There you can mention any name. I will mention here base OS. In RHEL 8 there are two separate streams for the packages. One is the base OS and second one is the app stream, while in RHEL 7 we were using only one directory to contain the packages. Here the packages are separated in two different directories. Now here we will mention the name. Let me write the name as RHEL 8 base OS. You can mention any name here, it totally depends on you. Now in the next line we will write metadata underscore expire, GPIRE is equal to -1. Now in the next line, if we want to enable the GPG checking, we can write GPG check is equal to 1. Or if you don't want to use it, if you don't want to enable the GPG check, you can mention 0 here. Now in the next line, to enable this repository, we will write here enabled is equal to 1. Now in the next line, we will write base URL. This is very important because here you need to mention the exact path of your packages. So here for the local repository, we will write here base URL is equal to file:// and then we will mention the location. So the location is local repo on root where we have mounted the ISO image, and there we will mention base OS because the base OS packages are there in the base OS directory which we have mounted on the local repo. I will show you the location of the packages as well after this. Now in the next line, since we have already enabled the GPG check here, so here we will have to mention the GPG key file path. So we will write here GPG key is equal to file:// and the location of the GPG key is in the /etc directory. So we will write here etc/PKI/RPM/GPG/RPM in capitals -GPG again -KEY again -Red Hat -release. So you have to mention this path as it is. Now we have mentioned all the details for the base OS repository. Now we will do the same for the app stream. So let me copy and paste all this information and I will edit this. So instead of base OS, I will write the name here as app stream. Then in the next line again, I will write app stream instead of base OS. Metadata expire -1, GPG check is equal to 1, enabled is equal to 1, and the location would be file:// local repo, and instead of base OS, I will write here app stream. Make sure that you mention app stream exactly as it is. And again, the GPG key file would be the same. It is for the genuine packages. Now we can save this file. After that, we will verify whether the file is created successfully or not. Yes, our file is created. Now, if we will execute the yum repo list all command, it will show us the repositories which we have configured. Here it is. You can have a look at this. It should show you the output like this, otherwise you have made any mistakes. Now let me show you the location. Let me go to the local repo directory and let me execute the ls-l command. Here you will find app stream directory as well as the base OS directory. So these two directories are having the packages. Let me show you. Let's go to the app stream and let me list the contents. So the app stream packages are there, and if we will go back and go to the base OS directory and again execute the ls command, again you will find the packages there. So there are two different streams in RHEL 8. Now our repository has been successfully configured. Now we will verify the same by installing some packages. So I'm going to install the sttpd package here. So I will write here yum install sttpd-y. So it will install the sttpd package from the local yum repository in my machine. Here it is. You can have a look at this. We are able to install the packages. That means our repository has been successfully configured. You can issue dnf command as well in RHEL 8 to install and remove the packages. Dnf install -y. Let us suppose I want to install the vsftpd package. So I will write here vsftpd after dnf install. So it will install the vsftpd package for the FTP server. So guys, in this way we can configure the local yum repository or the local DNF repository in RHEL 8. This was the manual method. Here I have already created one RPM package for the configuration of local yum or the DNF repository in RHEL 8. And how I created that package, that I will show you in the next tutorial. Now what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how can you use this RPM package to configure the local yum or DNF repository automatically. So for that, let me turn this machine off and let me start the another machine where the local repository is not yet configured. Now let me log in into the different machine where the local yum repository is not yet configured, and this is the machine. Let me show you by executing yum repo list all command. Here you will find that no local yum or DNF repository is configured. Here on this machine I am going to show you how can you configure the local yum or DNF repository by that particular package which I created earlier. So this is the package, and here I'm going to send this package on my machine. So I will use SFTP here and I will drag and drop this file. Now this file has been copied to my home directory, and let me show you the file by executing ls-l command. So this is the package which I created earlier to configure the local yum or DNF repository automatically by using the rpm build command. And I will show you that how can you create the package from the source code in the next tutorial. Before installing the package, let me show you that there is no file present in the etc yum.repos.d directory for the local repository configuration. So you will not find any local repository file there. Now let me show you the rpm package. This is the rpm package, and I am going to install this package by using the rpm-ivh command. rpm-ivh and the package name, that is local repo-1-0.noarch.rpm. As soon as I will press enter, this package will get installed in the system, and it will create the local yum repository file in the /etc/yum.repos.d directory. Have a look at this. Let me show you the file contents by executing the cat command, cat/etc/yum.repos.d rhel8 local.repo. So you can find all the details for the base OS as well as for the app stream. Here in the details of the different streams, you will find that it is using /mnt here. So we will have to mount the ISO image on /mnt, otherwise this will not work. So here let's mount the /dev/sr0 on /mnt. Now let me show you the output of df-h. Here the ISO image is mounted on /mnt directory, and now we can execute the dnf repo list all command. Here it will show us the repositories which we have configured with the help of the ISO image, and we can install the packages as well. dnf install -y httpd. You can have a look at this. Since the repository has been successfully configured, we are able to install the packages from this. So guys, that's it from my side for today's session of local yum repository configuration. Hope you will find this video useful for you. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues, and if you are new on our channel, then please subscribe us and turn on the bell notification. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Take care.